In 1930, my dad graduated from Plaquemine High School. He ran a 9,900-yard dash. He was offered a track scholarship to LSU, which he had dreamed about all his life. Unfortunately, America was in the throes of the Depression. His father had lost his job, and he was required to go to work instead of go to college. So he started with the Exxon refinery, then Standard Oil, and stayed there for 44 years. My great-grandfather on my mother's side was one of the founders of ULL, then SLI. My grandmother was in the first graduating class of that institution. All 5 of her children, including my mother, who is now 94, and I regret couldn't be here tonight, graduated from that institution. So coming from 2 directions, I knew that the Darden boys were going to go to college, and I also knew at a pretty early age where I was going to go, and it was going to obviously be this great institution. As I thought about this great honor, for which I'm very grateful, I thought about the 17 years that preceded my coming to LSU and how my foundation was shaped by Billy Cannon and Pete Maravich.
Mentioned a little baseball there on the screen. To use a baseball analogy, I didn't get married till I was 33, had my first child at 42, and our last one at 47. And using the baseball analogy, my wife and I were basically shut out for 8 innings. But we hit a 3-run homer in the bottom of the ninth, and I'm really glad we scored. So I want to thank our good friends, the Maleras, that are here tonight, Julio and Sherry that live here in Baton Rouge, and I'm going to mention a few things on Julio a little later on. And I want to dedicate this award to my dad, who had surgery this Monday, and he's 85 and had some complications, but he ended up being okay, and I had to go back to Houston and then back here, so it's kind of been a whirlwind week, but luckily he's better now. To give you a succinct snapshot of John Havens and how I came to be here tonight, I was born in Houma, Louisiana. I guess when you're in Houma, you don't have to say Louisiana. Keep thinking I'm in Houston. Born in Houma in Terrebonne General Hospital. Moved to New Orleans when I was 6 years old, so I've got deep South Louisiana roots. I went through the New Orleans public school system. We would skip sometimes school and head over to the pool hall. So if my conjugation of verbs seems a little slight, most of the time we were skipping English. So
what an honor it is to stand in front of all of you tonight. For years I have sat where you have sat and just admired previous alum who have earned this award and said, I'd never get the opportunity to stand up here. I am truly humbled. And however your process, Charlie, was put together, I never expected to be standing here. I have to tell you that I'm not from Louisiana, and how did I get here? Totally by accident. I did know that I didn't want to go to school there with snow, and I was 1966. I was traveling and looking at southern schools, and a dear friend of my family, and some of you folks here would remember Alan Summer, met me at the New Orleans airport. This diehard LSU fan who I had met before then decided I'm not letting anybody go near Tulane. Hijacked me, took me up the airline highway. His aunt happened to be the assistant registrar here at the time, Ray Summer. I set foot on campus and my jaw fell open. I never saw anything like this. I couldn't believe that you could go to school in this environment. And from the minute I saw this campus, I was hooked. I was coming to LSU. There was no other school for me. I just fell in love with it then, and it hasn't changed over the last 45 years.
My goodness, thank you very much. My congratulations to the other inductees who are here tonight. It's such a privilege to be a part of you. Thank you to the LSU Alumni Association for this extraordinary evening. Dr. Charlie Roberts, your team really know how to show hospitality, and they've done LSU proud tonight. Thank you. I think it's safe to say that whenever I was riding a yellow school bus from rural Louisiana to LSU, I never imagined quite a night like tonight. I'm stunned. Well, thanks to that bus driver and a series of national defense loans and a hardworking mom and dad who sacrificed so much for me, I was able to attend LSU, and I'm proud to say I'm a graduate of Louisiana State University. And I am so pleased that my mom and dad are able to be here tonight. It wasn't easy for them, and yeah. You never outgrow the joy of looking in your mom and dad's eyes and seeing pride.
Well, first of all, thank you for selecting me for this great honor. It is a tremendous privilege to be inducted into the LSU Alumni Hall of Distinction. I had to pinch myself when I was told that I would be recognized with these remarkable individuals. Throughout my career, whenever I've been selected for a special honor, I've always reflected on the many people who have contributed to my success and who have inspired me. Many of you are here tonight, and you may not realize the important role that you have played in my career. When Dr. Dan Kyle and others from LSU encouraged me to enter the male-dominated business world, they forgot to mention that there were going to be few, if any, females. So when I came to that realization, I adopted many of you, LSU graduates, as my role model and mentors. My first boss, Tommy Frazier, trained me well, and he set me on a course for early success. With that foundation, I rose through the ranks of Deloitte to become the first female partner that they ever allowed to have an office in their 100-year history.
Humbled to be among such distinguished honorees tonight. Indeed, it's a real honor to be back on the LSU campus for this very special occasion. I'm delighted that my wife Maynette, my brother Dale, and his wife Nell are here, along with many other friends in the audience tonight. Growing up on a dirt road in northwest Louisiana and working in cotton hayfields as a youngster, I never dreamed of the career that I have enjoyed or receiving such an honor as you bestow upon me tonight. I recall hearing over the years that if you see a turtle sitting on a fence post, you know that it did not get there on its own. Indeed, I would not have had the journey that I enjoyed over the years without the help of my parents, my wife, university colleagues, and leaders in the accounting profession like Jake Netterfield and Jay Rothberg. I'm honored that Jake is here tonight along with Bill Bailoff, chairman of the AICPA Board of Directors, both LSU accounting graduates. My mother had to drop out of school in the 10th grade to help tend to her younger brothers and sisters, and my dad did graduate from high school, but the Depression hit and he had to help his father with a small cotton and hay farm. My mother once told me that when she and Dad were married, their first mattresses were cotton sacks filled with dried corn shucks. Needless to say, I was thrilled when they were able to come and see me receive my master's and PhD degrees from LSU.
Thank you so much. First of all, I want to congratulate all the inductees. It's truly an honor to be among just an incredible group of individuals, and I'm very, very fortunate to be here with you tonight. First of all, thank you so much for this award. I'm incredibly humbled and honored to receive this wonderful recognition. Thank you to the LSU Alumni Association for your selection, and a special thank you to my family, friends, and faculty who are here tonight and are able to celebrate with me. I'm especially grateful to my mom and my dad, who taught me that all things are possible through faith, resilience, and hard work. And my wife Lily, and my kids Nathaniel, Abel, and Lydia, who are always so supportive, are all here to share in this award with me tonight. Now, 22 years ago, I walked onto this campus as a freshman. And 4 years later, I walked across the stage at graduation, fully equipped with the foundation and the confidence necessary to succeed in any profession or any path that I chose. Some special people I want to recognize here tonight made that possible. First and foremost, I want to recognize my chemical engineering professors, two of which are here today, Dr. Harrison and Dr. Wetzel. Please recognize, stand up. I wanted to recognize them because these gentlemen, these professors challenged me, invested in me, and most importantly, they believed in what I could accomplish.
Needless to say, when Charlie contacted me to advise that I've been selected for this honor, I was in complete shock, and certainly that was an understatement. I'm so humbled and honored to be recognized as part of a very accomplished group of people that you've heard from thus far tonight, as well as those that have preceded me in being recognized as Alumnus of the Year. And as I look out at the audience tonight, I'm reminded of all the exceptional people that make LSU such a wonderful institution. I want to thank the provost for joining us tonight, as well as the administration of the university, the faculty, the staff, as well as the many friends and associates that I've made over the years in the Alumni Association. Charlie, you and your folks just do a wonderful job, not only of events like this, but all the endeavors you do with all the chapters around the country and the world. But also friends at the LSU Foundation, the College of Business, the College of Science, just to name a few. All of you are doing such important work to prepare our LSU students for a prosperous life beyond the walls of this institution. And I think that the inductees that you've seen tonight are certainly exemplary of that.